episode of the Buffalo Happy Hour. Mike, what's going on?
Dude, we traveled. We are in the quaint town of East Aurora. I'm very excited. And we're with our new friends. You guys want to introduce yourself and we'll go from there?
Sure. We're at Mambrino King, Wine, Coffee, Chocolate Cafe.
Let's go.
My name is Anita Pfeiffer. I'm an owner. And then we have...
I'm Luca. I'm the bartender and manager here.
And I'm Julie, and I'm a manager here as well.
And we'll be owner.
Oh.
Ooh.
She's going to... Oh, we're not supposed to talk about that?
We're not talking about
We're
that.
not
right
talking about that.
We'll edit it in post. Don't worry
But
about
you can leave it in there.
Yeah, you can leave it in, but we're not going to talk about it.
All right, we won't talk about it.
So what brought you guys together?
Which part?
Yeah, I think
What?
wine brought y'all together.
Yeah, wine, drinking. The story of Luca coming here is an amazing story.
He's like, what story?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No,
But-
we all
It was
know
cool.
this story.
But the first part is you, Anita.
Yeah, well, Luca is our first bartender
Ever.
because I like wines, but I can't drink spirits.
Okay.
But Luca can.
Yeah.
So he's...
Love spirits.
So we got our liquor license. We had just beer and wine for 3 years. And then when we moved here, it was very easy to get the liquor license for whatever reason. And we played. Don't you think that's what we did? We just kind of played with making drinks. Julie, you weren't here yet, I don't think.
No, I wasn't. I mean, I was a patron here.
Yeah.
And the drinks were kind of like,
Yeah, right. And so people would our guests would actually sit at the bar and say, will you make me something? We're like, I don't know how to make that. So they would tell us.
They teach us. They teach us how to make drinks.
They did.
And then one day, Luca was here.
Yeah, I came this summer and sitting on the patio. It's a great patio. It's like super fun. I met Anita then, and I had a really delicious warm martini. And so I came inside. I was like just wondering if you guys,
martini.
if anyone who's making the drinks here, like it's a great place. I'd love to make some drinks here. So
Yeah.
she hired me, and
What was great was it had just come out of my mouth is like, I think we need a bartender. and then Luca came in and he said, I love your vibe
yeah.
and I'd like to work here and be your bartender. And then, but it was because you had warm martinis.
So,
Yeah.
Luca, did you have any experience being a bartender before?
Yeah, I worked
Okay.
at Reba for a bunch of years, just across the parking lot. Margaritas. Mostly.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he has brought so much excitement in terms of the cocktails and just putting his own spin on things. And,
Yeah.
I'm the backup bartender here. And when people walk in and they see me, they're like, wah, wah, where's Luca?
That's not true.
It's so
That's not
judgy.
true.
No, it is
It is
true.
true. They
It is
ask,
true.
you have a following. People love you here because Luca's able to. If a patron walks in and says, "I'm feeling kind of like I need something, but I don't know what," Luca's like, "I've got the perfect thing for you," and he
Right.
just starts making something and magic. He makes magic,
so-
and people are like, "This is delicious."
And she's exactly right. But tell us the reason you wanted to work here, like as far as the control of the bar, because our bar is so remedial.
Yeah, it's small, but there's plenty of space. Basically, I wanted to be able to make new drinks and different drinks, and you work at a really big place. There's a set menu, and you follow it, which is cool and good for everybody. But I wanted to try to be able to make some different drinks, and
Yeah.
so
So,
And fresh juices.
yeah, I just wanted to use fresh stuff, and it was summertime too, so like especially
sure.
yeah.
So, what is the vibe of this place? So, just getting off of the drinks a little bit, what is this place about, I guess?
If you look on the front of our building, besides Mambrino King, it says Main Street's Living Room. So while we do recognize that we have to use nice wine glasses, other than that, pretty much nothing matches. Nothing matches here, and we have the philosophy of if you don't try to be perfect, people aren't going to point out things that will help you be perfect. So I think we connect people very well. I think there's just what would you two say? Add to that.
I think in terms of the vibe, it feels like people will say all the time, I feel like I'm home, but it's special.
Because they're not doing the dishes.
They're right. They're not doing the dishes. We make Luke and I, and Anita, we all work with our servers to make sure that people come in and they're like, welcome. And, is this your first time at Mambrino? If they say yes, we're like, oh, this is so exciting. You're going to have so much fun.
Yeah.
And if they have been here before, we're like, you know the drill. All right, let's go. Let's try some wines.
We play.
Let's relax, play, and have fun. Kind of like you guys are with your podcast. Let's just have fun and get to know you. And so we try and really get to know our customers, and our customers likewise get to know us.
Yeah.
And it's a nice, relaxing kind of place to be.
Yeah.
Got a really great group of regulars, and it keeps getting bigger. But we see the same group of people in here a lot.
That's awesome.
Yeah, which makes it it makes the vibe cool.
Yeah, and we do this thing. We kind of talked about it before, but if you're here a lot and we're really busy and you sit down, we just kind of ignore you because we know you're still going to come back if we're really busy. So about half an hour later, we'll wait on you, and then we say, "You are now Mambrino King family."
Aw.
And they're good.
Your
And we're
family when
good.
we ignore you.
It's an
Right.
initiation.
Yeah, no.
But
yeah.
I mean, it is like they understand if we're really busy, what's happening, and they're happy to be part of that family, don't you? You guys think?
And I think that says a lot. I mean, we're a family here, and our customers, they're family to us.
Yep.
If we're singing happy birthday, we're laughing, we're celebrating people's small things and their big things. Just
Yeah.
having a good time. That's what it's about here, and relaxing and connecting, and not rushing people out.
Yeah, we never do
That's
that.
not our thing. If you want to come here and you want to have a couple of cups of coffee and work online, go ahead, do it. And then if you want to stay all day and then have happy hour, and we have a few people who will do that, and then then have their wine, and then work a little bit more, and then have their dinner, and then work a little bit more, and then have a shot of something, and
then they'd stop working.
Yes, completely. And then they're usually hanging out with us, by
Right.
the end of the day. But
Yeah.
we welcome that.
And what do you think
About what?
about the vibe? Did you say something I didn't hear it? About the vibe. You agree with
The
us?
vibe is
or-
cool. It's started to change a little bit too. There's kind of like two groups of people that come in here. We're starting to get more younger people too, but they mix really well with like the older crowd that comes here. And everyone seems to have a good time, especially like Friday and Saturday night. It seems like a really mellow place, and then all of a sudden, it can get a little wild. It's not like, it's not a sports bar, but it's definitely like a fun kind of party atmosphere for sure.
And we don't show sports here.
What?
So when you all right,
Sunday,
the Bills.
Oh
Except
my
for the
God.
Bills.
We'll do the Bills.
What?
But we understand once you
No
put
sports.
sports up there, the men stop talking, and so we
true.
She's not wrong.
want conversation. So women are very thankful we don't put any sports up except for the Bills. And
Gotcha.
We just don't.
That's a good idea.
And to be fair, women also love the Bills too,
True, and that's
which helps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and a lot
Okay.
of women will come in on Sunday.
Not all, some.
Okay, they like it. They do.
I mean, it's the whole city, right?
Yes, we
The Bills.
love it.
Yeah, so-
we like it when the Bills win, lose, whatever.
So what is your typical crowd size? Like 30 to 50, 50 to 80? Like what? Like he was saying, it gets wild. So what is?
It doesn't get wild.
we
Luca, what does
leave.
that mean?
Luca closes.
gets wild.
When I leave, it gets wild.
Yeah, it gets out of
Oh,
control.
it becomes a frat party. You didn't hear about the reports?
That's
We change
like
the
those-
lights, the music. No.
Oh, and
Get a
I'm just
DJ in
kidding.
here.
that's like those indentions on the top of the bar. Like
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know where this came from.
The feet marks,
see, I don't know about
Yeah,
that.
the
They made me
dancing
leave.
the dancing on the bar.
No, it's not like crazy, but it's not like a sit down prim and proper kind of
No.
place. People have a few drinks and get,
We're
feeling
not-
nice and
Yeah, we're never prim or proper. I
no,
don't think.
it's yeah.
So like 20 people?
Yeah.
Okay.
The difficulty when you ask a question like that, we moved here, reopened, we moved here last summer. And it took us 3 months to get our liquor license. So nobody comes to a wine bar if you don't have wine.
Right.
So you really don't know the numbers. And then I would say we're getting in swing November, December, and then still, all this to say, within a year, we have no real numbers we can count on.
Sure.
Gotcha.
But like these guys have said, we continue to grow. And I think we continue to grow because we are just very laid back or happy, however you want to say that. But we make sure that we have a great bartender who knows what he's doing.
Right.
And then we have a great wine orderer, Julie, who knows what she's doing.
I'm the wine orderer.
And if we don't know what we're doing, we fake it and we tell you we know, and then you like it.
Exactly.
Anyway, right?
That's all it's about.
Yeah. And then
Make it till you make it.
I'm the food person. So I think what we do really well. And there is a slight sophistication, but it's not from behavior, just from doing things well.
So in that, you mentioned you moved. So where was your original location?
We were 2 blocks down on Main Street, across from the toy loft.
Perfect. Okay, so you just moved down the road.
Yeah.
Awesome. Now, where did the idea of the name come from?
Originally, we were supposed to take a building on Oakwood, and it had been built to shoe horses, and we were going to call it the Farrier. But we weren't able to get the building, but we wanted to tie into the history. You know, it's East Aurora. That's kind of what you do. So we just looked a little bit more, and we found this horse, Mambrino King, which was a huge deal here. And really, I'm so thankful that we did that because it resurrected something that needed to be resurrected. So, so we got Mambrino King. We studied it, and we found a lot about how huge a horse town this is.
Yeah.
More so in the day, but it was big.
So, for those that don't know, naturally, I'm very odd when it comes to research, but I did a lot of research because I'm like, what? I'm not from East Aurora, right? I'm from Hamburg, so I'm like, there's got to be something to that. What's the deal with the horse? Like, I guess that makes sense because it is East Aurora, and then all of a sudden, it like you said, exploded into this massive ordeal of Mambrino King. How do you not know about this horse? So, for those that don't know, basically, there was a show horse that was a championship horse named Mambrino King, and it was the most handsomest horse in the world.
Just like us.
Exactly.
Like Luca.
And that name was given to the horse by French officers that specifically came to East Aurora to see the horse. And the horse is credited for like 300 offspring that all were champions, and it was a beautifully, like, it just doesn't make sense how pretty the horse was.
Right.
Like, it's similar to Black Stallion and things like that growing up, but it's a majestic black horse that had a ton of offspring and crushed it when it was here. And by the time 1930 rolled around, over 30,000 people visited East Aurora specifically to see the horse. And now the horse is buried on 100 North Willow Street, which you can still see the house today. It's right by the school, which is exciting. But to your point, it really resurrected the legacy of the horse and brought everything back. And you're now educating another generation about how great this horse was, because people really don't know much about East Aurora pre,
Right.
like, Bar Bill's explosion and the Bills coming here for wings.
And also, the owner of the horse was Cicero Hamlin.
Yes.
So we have a Hamlin Park here. We have a Hamlin Street or road, whatever. And he was the second wealthiest man in New York State.
Wow. So that's where the name obviously came from. Were you into horses before then, or that's just something that you wanted to?
You know, I
tie
had
into?
horses when I was a kid. We had 2 or 3. I stopped riding, but I'm about to take it up again after like
Nice.
30 years. I have a friend who has several horses, so I'm going to do it again.
That's exciting.
Yeah, and you know, horses are like spiritual. They're like our dogs. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
Horses,
You can connect with a horse.
you can connect with a horse.
And in 1882, fun fact, in 1882, Hamlin purchased a 10-year-old horse at the time for $20,000, which that's an extraordinary amount of money, to your point of him being wealthy.
Right?
So, yeah, there's a lot of history there, which is nice. So, you occupied this space, and what was it before you basically made it your own creative zone?
Did we do that? It was a Verizon store.
Verizon Wireless.
But going back to, but going back,
It was a great Verizon store.
it was.
It was fine.
Going back to Cicero Hamlin, though, for people probably of my age, they would know Harry Hamlin, the actor. What is the sitcom thing with Lily Tomlin and Jane Fonda right now?
Oh, don't
It's on
say.
Netflix. Okay, anyway, he's on there, but at one point he was the sexiest actor in
Gotcha.
the United States. And he has one of our pictures in his living room, but it's the original oil painting. So we're trying to get a Harry Hamlin day.
Is he direct? Is he a direct relative?
Yes.
Wow. All right. So that family's still crushing it.
Yes.
Makes sense.
True, Mike. That's true.
So it was a Verizon store before this. What was it like renovating and turning a Verizon store into what it is now?
Can you tell it's a Verizon store?
No,
No.
I cannot.
I had no idea that it was that before.
There's one towel.
What is it?
The cabinets in the back.
I was
With
going
a
to say the
towel.
lights.
What, the
The lights?
employee lounge?
No, the employee lounge is large
These weren't
and spacious.
Verizon?
No, not these. Like imagine a display case goes like around the side.
Okay.
And the lights
so-
are like pointing down.
Oh,
It
so
kind of
all
works.
right,
with
there's
the bar,
two
though.
towels. There's
Yeah.
two towels. The back cabinets. They're going to change though in January.
Very nice.
Okay. She's like, okay.
That was easy.
It might be my plan, but
But like
Yeah.
a Verizon doesn't have a kitchen, obviously. I mean, that'd be weird if they did. So how did you transform that? Was that a big process?
how about that?
It's like, what is that?
We're a
My
cafe.
stove.
We're
We're
a
a
cafe.
cafe.
We're not a full restaurant.
Okay.
So
Right.
that's really important.
Right.
to
so,
know.
so what's on the menu?
Ooh. Wine,
Nice.
Love it. Chocolate.
Liquor?
chocolate, liquor.
Liquor.
And the chocolates are made local. But
But our
Jacqueline-
number one seller is
It's
not
food.
wine and it's not spirits. It's actually small plates.
it's our food. And there's no magic to cooking. We just do what
I mean,
There's
I would
magic
definitely
to
say that
cooking.
I cook and it's not magic. I don't know what
Okay.
comes out,
No,
but it's,
there's magic happening in our little cafe space.
Well, we just I had a chef tell me when I first opened. She said, Anita, it's not rocket science. She said you open with what you think people want and then they'll tell you. And so that's what we've done. We've just
Sure.
listened to them. We don't have huge things. We do have special events with Chef Marlita
Stansberry.
Yes. And she's opening just down the road here, but like for New Year's Eve, we'll have a New Year's Eve dinner that she's doing. And when we do these, it's the best meal you're going to have anywhere. It doesn't mean if you go, like if you go to Atlanta or wherever, you're not going to get anything better than what she creates.
Absolutely.
But that's special. And then we have in our kitchen, we just use fresh ingredients.
Fresh, natural. We're not putting in junk. We're not putting in fillers. A lot of what we're using is organic. If we can, we're using organic. I mean, you're the kitchen person, but one of the things that we are, and as servers, we talk about all the time, we're small batch. So
Single batch, yeah.
single batch, small batch.
We're batch.
Batch. We be batch. We batch bitches. But
What?
did I swear?
Oh my God.
my.
Julie does that all the time. I'm like,
so
Julie,
naughty.
I mean, I thought of it. I just didn't say
You
it.
thought it, right?
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm on
Yeah,
the same
batch
page.
bitches.
Yeah.
You're right. So,
our
soups.
the kitchen matches the bar, don't you think?
Yeah, absolutely. Everything, we do things simply. Soups, soups are crazy here. So let me just tell you in this, as we're going into the winter season, we're in the winter season, I guess, technically. Every day we've got 2 to 3, maybe 4 different soups that we're cycling through. And
Wow.
when we finish out of one, the person in the kitchen, the chef in the kitchen is, turning around a new amazing soup. Nadine, who's in our kitchen, she's amazing and does that. To Anita's point about our special events, once a month we try and do some kind of special event that's different than the more casual foods that we do here, like flatbreads and the best BLT here ever. Like
Right? But our bread is made for us.
A bread is made for us by Thorpe's. So we're using local as much as we can.
Yeah, who do you guys work with regarding all that? So you mentioned your bread, and who else?
Patty Cakes does our cake.
Yep,
Who's local?
Patty Gunner. She's local, and she bakes for us, and then Marlita
Marlita
bakes for us too. We just don't have enough of a space for that.
Yeah.
We would like to have a building where we could, grow a little bit, but we'd also like to have a reality show to fund that.
Yeah, so
I hear that.
So I'm thinking we could all just go have a reality show. Though.
Yeah,
the five of us.
Sounds good to us.
Right?
Yeah, totally down.
I mean, we could just be a little weird. Are you guys weird?
I'm very
Absolutely.
quirky. Yeah,
all
for
right,
sure.
well,
No pun
quirky.
intended, because we're having wine. What?
That's very smart, Mike.
I have a drop.
That's very
look
smart.
at you. Yeah, you should do it. There.
Nailed it.
Nice.
That's the sound effects.
The only
make it
reason
all
that
happen.
exists is because he's awkward when it comes to dad jokes and just awful puns. So he's
Are you really?
Yeah, he's all about it. It's his life. Outside of this,
So that's on there for.
it's for him.
100%.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
for
that's
him.
good. All right, so you should talk to Luca. You'll get to use that weekend because
All
Luca
right.
doesn't like to talk.
She just called you out. Basically, she called you out, but it's fine.
No,
Sorry, I
Luca.
missed it.
Luca,
He can't talk.
He is the most amazing bartender. I watch him sometimes, and it doesn't matter who comes in and what they're talking about. When they leave, they think Luca's agreed with them. I can't do that. I don't know. Maybe I don't think you can do that
You
either.
listen. You're a good listener.
He
Yeah,
he
it's
has
easier.
to.
It's
He's
easier.
between us.
Easier
like,
to
he's
listen.
like la 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 la, and he's like, great, awesome,
Yeah, awesome.
awesome.
Or that's
Great.
delicious. Delicious, awesome.
Delicious.
And his
Sounds
sweet
good.
little smile, and he's like, but
Man.
no one, yeah.
Yeah.
Man, a few words.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
So going back to food really quick though.
Oh, okay, food.
If you had a more structured menu, it wouldn't flow with this place.
No.
Because you're all about this. Let's create an experience rather than let me provide one for you.
Yes, but we do have. I mean, we have flatbreads. I mean, flatbreads are a staple. Charcuterie boards are a staple. Grazing boards. Now we've added the best artichoke dip. I'm serious. And our loaded hummus.
I'm down.
People are just all about that. We can't keep that.
And it's just because it's fresh ingredients.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
You don't have
We
to
have
be a chef
a
to do
printer like right behind the wine, so we can print the menu any day. So it's super easy to change the menu. It's
Sure.
one of the reasons that I really wanted to come here. It's the same with the food and the drinks.
Yeah, Luca's constantly like, "Oh, hey, let's feature this drink today. Let's grow jalapenos outside and do
And we did.
a grapefruit jalapeno margarita."
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's
so literally the customers would just be like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm picking a jalapeno for a drink."
Yeah, that one really works. You walk outside and pick something. That's
fresh.
You're like, "You're gonna
Rosemary.
use that?
Our
Are you gonna wash
rosemary
it first?"
lemon. What was that? Rosemary
Maybe.
lemon gin and
Yeah.
gin and tonic. You know, like, oh, gotta
That's-
get my rosemary for a fresh. You know, everything's fresh and amazing. And
Sure.
really, when it comes to the drinks, I know we're trying to talk about food, but the drinks, you know, Luca was amazing. Just kind of creating these unique things.
Yes.
And those types of experiences for people to see.
And what are you kicking off on Wednesday?
Tom and Jerry's.
Tom and Jerry's.
Yeah. Which is a new drink for me. I've not made that before yet. So
You want to describe it?
I'm gonna have to look at the recipe first. No, it's warm and probably cinnamony. I think it's
It
rum.
is,
and some egg in it or something. It looks delicious.
some
I've
egg in
never
it.
made it.
So
We'll
none of us
find
have
out tomorrow.
drank it, but it's.
This is how we roll.
We've
though.
never had it, but we're gonna give it
But
to
we're
you.
gonna
It's
give
your
it to you.
town.
You know
It's gonna
why?
be amazing.
Because, like she said, it's not rocket science. Just listen to your customers, our guests, and they have asked for it. Apparently, if you look up Tom and Jerry, if you're really into them, there's even certain vintage glasses you drink out of, but you make it like in a vintage punch bowl.
Yeah, it's made in a punch bowl.
Yeah. And people have just keep asking and asking. And because Luca did this great thing, we have $5 drinks for Irish coffee, mulled wine, and hot toddies.
Hot toddies.
Nice.
That's
There you go.
the
Hot
thing
toddies
right
are-
now. So as we're sitting outside and, because we have tents and we have heaters and all sorts of fun stuff, the hot toddy was brilliant.
Hot toddies are cool.
Yeah.
And there's like infinite variations of hot toddy too.
Oh yeah,
Doing
absolutely.
one with tequila right now. It's like a warm margarita. It sounds awful, and it's so good.
So delicious.
Well, it has butter in it.
Yeah.
Anything with butter in it.
The first time I saw Luca put a pat of butter in a drink, I was
what
like,
are
what are
you
you doing? He's like,
doing?
it's butter. It's good. Butter. Everything with butter is good. Like, pfft, yeah.
And it's good.
Did you guys ever do food pairings or anything like that? Being a wine bar. Okay.
Our events are really geared around that, doing the wine pairing with special foods. So any of our special events that we'll do, and it's like Mambrino, like what we wish Mambrino could be every day, but it's a
Right.
little too much to
We
be
just
that
don't have
every
the
day.
space.
Yeah, we don't have the space. So that's why we do this once a month, a special dinner. Like you mentioned the New Year's Eve dinner that we have coming up. It's going to be a mystery dinner. We have asabuco on the menu. Chef Marlita Stansberry is going to be doing this, and we're pairing wine. The wine flows, definitely. When you're here at Mambrino, if the cocktails aren't happening, the wine is flowing. Or the awesome coffees.
Yeah.
Yeah, and teas, but we bring in wine experts.
Oh, absolutely, to come and talk. So we usually have that. I don't know if we're going
Eric.
to do that. Oh, Eric Frick. We love Eric Frick.
The women love Eric.
Everyone loves Eric Frick.
But he has his own importing business.
He
for
does
wine.
cuvee imports, and he has helped us quite a bit in the background, bringing in certain wines and helping us balance our wine menu. That was something that you guys started off in, and he's helped us to grow, I think.
Much better. His influence has been huge.
Absolutely. And then we have Nick Greco at Opeachy Family Wines, and he's helped us an awful lot. And I got a shout out to Mike, too, because he's great.
Mike,
At
Empire.
Empire. Everyone has really helped us to try and hone in. But most importantly, our customers have helped us. They've shown us what they like, what they don't like. And we're small, so we can shift.
Yeah, we can
And-
cater to them.
And we do. It's like, we don't like that wine. No, let's take that wine off. Let's put a new wine on, and try this one out. And we'll often sample them out. Yes, you do this.
Yeah.
A
Oh
lot.
my God! But that doesn't lead to a good day when we do those wine samplings. They tend to come during the day, and it's like, oh my God.
I was meaning
wine
wine
taste-
sampling for our customers, but wine
Oh,
wine tasting.
Yeah, well, that
If
too.
anything's open, we'll always pour you a
Drink it.
sample first.
Yeah.
That's very much a big part of the Mambrino culture.
It
like,
is.
hey, so if someone walks in and they say, I'm a Cabernet drinker, I'm like, oh, that's nice. Have you ever tried anything else? And so, we try, and if we have something open,
Yeah.
we're like, oh, how about this blend? Or have you ever tried a Tempranillo? Or, we'll try and help educate them. We're not experts. None of us are experts.
We're enthusiasts.
Enthusiasts.
Yeah. Wine is very similar in that vein as Bourbon is. We talk about it because it is an intimidating drink to get into. You
absolutely.
get sucked in this vein of I only like Cabs, I only like Merlots, or anything like that. And the ability to try different types of wine without the ramifications of paying for a $50 bottle is that option doesn't exist. So that's cool that you guys do that.
Oh, yeah, we definitely do. We have
Well,
this
we had that option.
Oh, with Open Bottle, we
With Open
definitely
Bottle,
we're
we
working with
do.
Open Bottle to be able to bring some upscale wines. The $150 bottle Groff that you wouldn't normally be able to just buy. We'll pour a glass for you.
You reserve
using-
it on Open Bottle.
Open Bottle,
It's,
yeah.
It's
Oh,
two
cool.
guys that have come up with this just in the past year.
Yeah, you
And-
guys should interview them. They're
Yeah,
awesome.
that would be great. So, how is it they work? You tell them what wines.
So we
we're
tell them what
featuring?
wine. Right now, we're featuring our Corte, Sean Pierce's winery
Argentina.
from Argentina, and we also are featuring one of Eric's wines, a Chianti, that we're featuring. And those two are in the $55, $60 price point if you were to drink a bottle in house. I should say though, when you buy wines to go here, we have a great deal. Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it?
What
Yeah.
is that about?
A glass
on.
price listed as two glasses worth. And it's
Yeah.
cheaper to take wine to go. It's to make it like, kind of a store as well.
Yeah.
So you can come here and buy a bottle. Bring
Which
it home
is
for Christmas. Or,
amazing, because in East Aurora you can just walk down the street and drink it.
Yes.
Right.
So
Same thing with
No big deal.
our to-go hot toddies and things like that. People are all about that, and we don't believe in serving your hot toddies to go in a piece of plastic.
Or paper. We have glasses.
We have glasses.
Really?
Yeah, so we let
Can we
you
use-
take them to go, and our goal is bring it back and we'll refill it for you. That's our hope, that you'll do that. But so like that hot toddy $5 price, you're getting a glass.
It's amazing.
Yeah,
That's
it's
really
fun.
cool.
Well, it's just different things to try and differentiate
Make our
us.
guests feel like
Yeah.
we care about
Like
them.
I don't like to drink out of paper. Do you like to drink out of paper?
No.
Depends on
like
how
you-
much you drink, right?
yeah.
Yeah. There's a point where you don't care.
Yeah, that's true.
So speaking just about the East Aurora environment in general, said that you were down the street not too long ago.
Mm-hmm.
How much of a difference was it coming to a more popular section of the East Aurora Main Street over here?
It tripled our business.
Really? Good for you guys.
Yeah.
What is it like? What is a daily? What does it look like for you with people just coming in? You said it's mostly regulars, right?
No. I mean, we've got.
That's been changing lately.
Yeah, it
We get a
has-
lot from Rochester.
Rochester.
Really?
So a lot of people that people wander in East Aurora because they're trying to figure out what is it, what are we, and they don't read they don't
No.
read signs
Yeah.
and stuff. They're like, "What's this?" And they'll walk in and like, "Wow, what is this?" And then we have that moment to say, "Hey, look at these great chocolates that we have because we have special chocolates, artisan chocolates that we serve, and so people will get those to go." Or, "Hey, you want to look at our menu?" And people will do that. We get a lot of people will say that the environment here is very European, a European feel. I don't know. I haven't been to Europe, so I don't know. Have you been
Well,
to Europe?
Yeah.
Is it European?
Yeah, on the patio in the summer, I think so.
All right, so it started with. Do you guys know the movie, Mike? Do you guys know the movie Fried Green Tomatoes?
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
Guys don't normally.
There's.
He's a different type.
Yeah, I'm a different kind
I
of
think
guy.
we like this. Well, we like both of you.
Thank you. Good catch.
We like both of you.
We can mute her mic the rest of the
Yeah,
time.
that's
but
fine.
anyway.
Yeah, we'll cut it off.
But a guy that knows fried green tomatoes, it's a chick flick.
He asked me if I knew what the House of Gilmore Girls looked like on the way over here. So he's
We're
a
doing
different
good.
type of guy.
We're doing good.
Oh.
All right, anyways, so
right,
what was your point about a fantastic movie?
Okay, so it's,
Oh, you're like really milking that. Sorry.
that's so good, Julie. So in Fried Green Tomatoes, it was about these two women that were best friends, and they opened this cafe at the Whistle Stop, where the train, right?
Yes.
So where the train stopped. And it was just so informal. You got your pie, you got your barbecue. We do not barbecue our husbands here. Anybody's husbands here like they did on that movie.
Good catch.
No.
We don't do that. But the way those people connected there was really important. I mean, it was not a. Can you tell she's not from this area?
Yeah, so where are you from?
Yeah. What parts?
Why do you just throw me out like that?
Because I love you.
Yeah.
I love her.
Yeah,
So you didn't grow up in the East Aurora, did you?
No. No, but I wanted to really, really bad because I
Right.
was in Birmingham, New York.
Birmingham, New York.
Birmingham,
See,
New York.
she'll do-
Birmingham, Alabama. Like, God, where is East Aurora? I got to go there. And so I did.
Hold on, really?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Why did you come here?
No. Love, probably.
Yeah.
Well, we were in television,
Oh, okay.
and
Me too. Then.
yeah.
you were.
No. Goodness, no.
Now, sort of.
Yeah.
All right, so-
Radio.
let's-
Ish.
So you were in television, and then all of a sudden you heard about Buffalo, and you're like, I want to check it out.
No.
Perfect.
But that sounds good, Mike.
Yes.
So, the company my husband worked for bought Channel 49 here.
Okay.
And then that's when, NAFTA had kicked in and everything was closing. So they sold it promptly to Sinclair, who owns Fox station here, and then 49. But my husband is from Chicago, so he never wanted to be a Southern guy.
Yeah.
So you guys look so Sarah's like, oh, I feel his pain. Oh my God, I get it. I so get it. So we just stayed. And he became the CEO, and he worked out of the house for 15 beautiful years.
Wow. No kidding.
Yes.
15 years working from home?
Yeah.
Sounds like
I've
you.
done it for 2 years, and I'm ready to go back.
And I'm sure if you have a roommate, they're ready for you to go back.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Very much so.
Yeah, that's how it works.
After a while, it's like, you might want to change up that outfit.
Maybe a shower? The
It was
showers
the
are
first time I
nice.
showered in a very long time.
Oh,
Just kidding.
thank you
Just-
for us. Yay.
But I can say,
I didn't.
I didn't shower. Yeah.
see,
Very European.
Poor Luke is sitting here like, I wish they would shut up and let me talk. Right?
This is why he's quiet.
This has been the easiest, best part. You guys are talking and laughing. Like, this is awesome. I can just listen to this great podcast right now. I'm sitting on the couch and thoroughly enjoying myself.
But let me just give you the second part of why I opened this. We have a lot of Parkinson's in my family. Like my sister, my mom, my aunt. There's 5 cases of it right now. And something happened in these last 2 generations that just have changed our brains. Whether it's Parkinson's or autism or whatever it is, something we're consuming now or being around is changing us. So I started studying the brain on my own. Julie looks perplexed, like, what?
I'm like, where are you going?
All right, so
But I love this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when
so
you
like this-
when you jump on the Anita train,
We're on.
you don't know where you're going. But
you're
it's
already off the
But I'm
train?
No,
telling
no.
you right now, it's going to be a ride you won't forget.
No, we're on the train.
All right,
Yeah.
so continue. I'm
So
sorry.
Parkinson's and autism.
Go.
That's
All
where we left off.
All right, if you guys will look around, I think you will see nobody is not touched by autism now or Parkinson's or dementia, and something has happened to make that happen. So the more I studied, the more simple it became. It was like all you need is good food. So while we serve a 4-layer chocolate cake, there is nothing in that cake that is not real. So your body knows what to do with it. It doesn't just flush it somewhere and it hangs out, So everything we do is like that. We do our best not to do any chemicals. I don't even like to serve anything but raw sugar with drinks, coffees or teas. When they ordered, I'm like, are you sure you want chemicals in your... And they look at me like, just bring it. Just bring it. I don't need a lecture. I don't need a lecture. But the food, wine is good for you in moderation, right?
I mean, what's moderation?
yeah,
Right.
that's a relative.
That's what we
Yeah, it's
talk about.
relative.
Like, who decided a bottle of wine should be that size,
Right.
right?
Yeah, we
Who
need
said
more.
I shouldn't consume it all at once?
Right.
Right.
I mean, who came up with those rules?
Why is 6 ounces a serving?
It's certainly
4 or 5. I mean, it really depends what restaurant you even go to. We're 6 ounces, by the way.
Yes, not
That's our
5,
point.
not
That's
4,
our
not 5 or
Nope.
6.
A hearty 6 ounce.
Hearty.
Yes.
Yes,
Uh,
absolutely.
So, just like we're doing right now, to me, this is community. So, I hope everybody feels that. So, if you eat food with no fillers, contaminants, or whatever, and you drink wine and you're social, it increases your lifespan.
I agree with you 100%.
Yeah.
We've talked about that a lot. I don't even know if we've talked about it on... I mean, we probably did. Yeah, we had an entire episode on healthy lifestyles and habits. But yeah, I wholeheartedly agree. And it's nice that somebody can come here and experience all of that. You know? You literally get all 3 aspects that you just mentioned
Yeah.
here.
So, what was the conclusion you two when you had these conversations? Like, how do you picture that?
We need to do what Europe does.
Yeah.
That's where I conceived this was in Italy. I had the thought, but in Italy I saw it happen. It's like, oh my God, these people connect. They have conversations.
Yeah. It's just a whole different feel. Their food's better. The entire community aspect is more... I mean, to be fair, Buffalo is extremely community first, which is,
It is.
massive. But once you leave that, like, Rochester's not as tight as Buffalo. Syracuse is not as tight as Buffalo. But if we can morph the food, and we're known as a food city but not necessarily as the healthiest city. But we're known as a food city, so if we can morph that into, hey, you can get that, but you can also get all of this, then you can change that. And I feel aspects of the city, like Elmwood, they have that natural feel.
Yep.
The entire town of East Aurora is a natural feel. There's more cafes, there's more co-ops and everything here that you're not going to find even in Hamburg, which is 20 minutes down the road. So it's all based on the feel, the feel of the community, the town, the atmosphere, and where people want to go. Mm-hmm. And when you drive into East Aurora, you get the small town feel with the all organic, community first atmosphere that makes you want to either stay or come back.
But you guys have a great place over there by Brad, the community kitchen.
No, Grange. The Grange.
The Grange.
The Grange. Yeah.
In Hamburg is amazing.
Yeah. I mean, there's some spots in Hamburg for sure, but if you're, compared to East Aurora, it's basically still night and day.
I think East Aurora, we were the first community to fight, and I'm sure you've heard this before, but to keep Walmart out. We were, it's in the textbooks, right? Kids are learning about that in college and in high school. We're all about the community and supporting the community. We're all about, when we do our little fun lives and things like that, we're not just talking about Facebook lives. Yeah. We're not talking about Mambrino King. We talk about Mambrino King a lot. We actually talk about a lot of nothing when we do this, but but we amuse ourselves.
Yeah, you can tell we do this a lot. We entertain ourselves very well.
It's about, what's happening down the street, the Rusty Button Inn, and is the Aurora Theater doing okay? Because as a community, we want our entire community to do well. And we're just one small part in that. But we need everyone. Every business here, every restaurant here, whether they're our restaurant or Rick's across the street or
the art places, the retail. It's all, like you said on our video, it's people we know that live next door to us.
Absolutely. And, we need to continue with that environment. That being said, I have to say that Anita, her little brainchild with Mambrino, this is her baby.
Brainchild.
Well, no, you like she thought about this business when she was in Europe. She was like, oh, I should do this. I should bring this to East Aurora. I should, and her and her husband Drew, kind of made that happen here and to bring it to our community and. It's a special place. It really is. And, I'm drinking the Kool-Aid. You're drinking the Kool-Aid. We're drinking the Mambrino King Kool-Aid. The Kool-Aid's,
really cool
it really is. It's an awesome place.
And if you want to take this out, that's fine. But one of the beautiful things about Europe is the government stays out of a lot of restaurants.
No, that's true.
It is.
It is what it is. You're right.
We've talked about it a couple of
right?
times too.
And so in France, I saw them roasting a pig on a spigot in front of their restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
And you couldn't do that. But if a place had bad food or it poisoned you, you just don't go back.
Yeah.
But here they make it so difficult to run a restaurant or a cafe. There's so many stipulations. It's just very expensive to do it.
And in 2020, there's been new rules every week, that we have to follow and do, and we're rolling with it and we're handling it. And because we're small, we're able to pivot quickly.
Yeah.
And Mike, I'm excited. I'm like, January, bring on the ice wine party out front, right? Ice sculptures and
just bring on the party.
We're just do something fun. Let's have fun because we all right now. We want fun.
It's winter. We want to celebrate winter, right?
Yeah, celebrate winter, and then we'll celebrate spring, and then hopefully we'll celebrate summer. And
we did. We had a great
just
summer.
Keep going.
So we talked a lot about the afternoon activities and the evening activities with all the wine and spirits. What do you guys, do you have coffee? What type of morning or before afternoon stuff do you have?
Yeah, definitely. Do you want to talk to that?
The coffee stuff?
Yeah,
just
coffees.
anything. Just anything.
Espressos.
Yeah,
Lucas,
we have cappuccinos and coffees and
just talk.
all kinds of regular coffee drinks. But also, on Sunday we have really nice brunch drinks.
Oh,
Okay.
he
like
does.
cocktails. So.
Oh my God! Tell them about your bacon.
Yeah, we have
thing.
like barbecue bacon Bloody Marys and kimchi Bloody Marys, like all kinds of Bloody Marys.
Guys, do
And
you like Bloody Marys?
Bellinis and
It's
stuff
like a meal.
that.
Okay, all right.
It's
Let
like a
me
meal.
let me tell you. He makes the most amazing Bloody Mary mix. It's not like
He makes the
it's
mix?
he makes the mix. It's fresh, amazing. It's honestly the last person that had your Bloody Mary.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I just pour it. I'm like, he made it, I pour it. And they're like, oh my God, it's the best Bloody Mary mix I've ever made. But I can tell this is fresh made. And that's the thing, everything that's being made behind the bar is made with,
Love.
fresh juices.
Yeah, it's
and
small.
love.
We don't do so much, so like I'll just walk to the co-op and I can get organic tomato juice and stuff. Like all that stuff. It makes a little bit of a difference. Like it can be the same, like a similar mix to somewhere else, but when everything is really fresh and good quality, it makes it taste better.
And that bacon.
Yeah, and then
Bacon.
we have these just massive thick pieces of bacon. It looks so
Bacon.
cool.
The bacon is
Barbecued bacon.
So what are we doing Sunday morning? Bills
Yeah.
aren't playing. So we might as
Seriously.
well. So what are your hours? What time do you open in the morning?
11.
11? Okay.
We're closed Monday, Tuesday, and then usually it would be 11 to 11 Friday, Saturday.
Good deal.
But
And then where are
It's
you?
a little different right now,
Yeah.
but yeah.
And then where can people find you on social media?
Instagram, Facebook.
And what's your handles?
Mambrino King Cafe and Wine. Wine and Cafe. Wine and Cafe.
Handles. I like that. That's like
Sounds so
badging.
fancy. Can I just say, we do have non-alcoholic things here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Well, that's
But
fine.
Yeah, I feel like we need to talk about that because you were trying to you were
The
trying to
coffee
give
and
that
tea,
to us.
yeah.
Coffees and teas.
coffee is my life.
Like
I
so
drink
when
three
we
things
Really?
a day,
Okay,
and that is coffee,
so-
whiskey, and water.
so when people come in here and they say I'd like a macchiato, we always have to specify. Do you want a like Starbucks macchiato or do you want a real macchiato?
Do you guys
Which
do
is-
European cappuccinos?
Yes.
All of our coffees are European.
Yeah,
And that's why
so
we
we're
had to
not. So, and if someone says, "Yeah, I want like kind of a caramel macchiato from the Buck,"
It's
We can
a
do
caramel
that.
latte is all it is.
we
but,
can do
Have you ever
that.
had one?
but a real macchiato
But a real-
is half espresso, half foam.
Yeah, and
It's like 4 ounces. Is it 4
Like
ounces?
a really, really dry cappuccino.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. And when you really have that, we get our coffee beans from Goodrich and Clarence, and they have a business as well. But he's an amazing roaster.
and people say often that our coffee is the best. Like our house coffee is the best coffee they've had. They're like, "I love this coffee. It's amazing."
And we have
Great hot
timers
chocolates.
too.
Oh,
Our
what
hot
are our
chocolate.
Vietnamese?
Three
What are
different kinds of chocolate
Our
going in the hot
Vietnamese
chocolates.
coffee.
It's awesome.
Like there's
Yeah.
a lot of like unique things, and then we have all of our syrups are made in house. So, well, that's not true. But 90% of our
Wait,
well,
what's
no,
not? What's not made here?
well, we have some that we've Cherini. We have some Cherini peppermint syrups and things like that, but most
She's
of the
like, "We gotta
syrups that we
change
use, yeah, I know, right? Already, she's like, all right, well, we're gonna do this. But Luca, myself, and Anita will all make, our
We make
simple
the
syrups.
syrups.
We make our vanilla syrup. We make our lavender syrups.
Lavender syrup and apple cider.
Apple
simple
cider,
syrup.
yeah,
We did
so-
one with fig and almonds.
Yeah,
for
so
all the
we.
different it's awesome.
So we're infusing, we're making those additives for our drinks from scratch.
Is
We're-
it all drip coffee? Like,
We have
No.
espresso drinks, and we have
Yeah.
house coffee.
With
But we
drip
also
coffee.
have rules as to how long we keep it.
Which is how long?
seconds?
Well, I'm talking about the house coffee, not the
Oh.
espresso.
Yeah, the house coffee.
No, we
How
we,
often do you make a fresh pot if it's been sitting?
Usually we
actually
use it. but
our
we,
coffee is only our pot is only a 4-cup pot. So we're flying through
Oh, wow.
that. Yeah. So so you can imagine that. So if we're running through that in seconds. So the
Irish
pots,
coffees, I just put the cups under the thing
yeah,
and let it brew right into the cup.
yeah. So we're trying to do everything fresh. No one wants a nasty cup of coffee
No.
at the end of the
and
day.
that's the game changer because there's a ton of coffee places around the area.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And that's why I'm so interested that you decided to go a more European route because Buffalo and people around the surrounding areas are very inclined with the Canadian style coffee, which to
Really?
me isn't like because our biggest chain is Canadian. So we get that type of bean.
Tim Hortons, yeah.
And
Oh,
that
Tim
type of-
Hortons is Canadian.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah,
We-
it's a Canadian franchise.
Didn't know
which,
Tim Hortons was
No,
good.
it's here. I
we
just
serve-
assumed it was from here.
We serve
No.
for a dessert. We serve affogatos. Do you know what that is? Yeah. See, like it's a European thing. So an avocado is house made. We make our own ice cream here. House made vanilla ice cream, and then you serve it with espresso on the side, and the guest will pour the espresso over the house made vanilla, and it's a dessert, and it's a European dessert, correct? So I mean, that's a super popular thing here that people will have.
And a lot of people know about that. It's not like we had to introduce that. A lot
No,
of people know about it.
people, anyone who's been to Europe is like, oh, you have avocados? Oh, and they, so we're bringing that little sense of cafe, European cafe to them.
It's amazing.
It makes me happy.
Yeah. I'm
I wish
Oh,
more
you
places
guys
did
make,
that.
don't they make us happy?
Yeah, you guys make us happy too.
We got
so
Luca
full.
talking.
You're so
We're all
full.
good.
You got, no, really.
Did it.
I mean, the wine made me a little happy too, not gonna lie.
Yeah, the
But-
wine's always good for that, right?
Well, that's awesome. So
Yeah.
you make your own ice cream. You make your own food for the most part. Everything's fresh.
Yeah.
And you're trying to live this European lifestyle, which is just making everybody healthy.
We're just trying to live a clean, just clean food. And there's other places here in East Aurora great, like Homegrown down here. The co-ops here, Blue Eyed Baker. Those places in Cornerstone, they all do a great job with that too.
Absolutely.
Cornerstone's super healthy.
Rick's is great. I mean,
Rick's.
everyone really tries, I think.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good restaurants in this town.
Yeah.
It's
We
ridiculous.
do.
It's a great
Yeah.
place to come and visit. Whether you're here for lunch, a lot of people will go somewhere for dinner and come here for appetizers before, go somewhere for dinner, and then come back for dessert. People. I mean, and we're happy. We're happy.
No, really. And then we say, why did you leave?
Why did you
for
leave?
Dinner? What
Yeah,
was the
yeah.
dis-
It's like,
What
but
was your issue?
and then often they say, I don't know why we left for dinner because that was
You
just,
could have been
it was-
here.
It was boring there.
But we don't have steaks or fries or burgers.
No fries.
So
No hot
we get it.
dogs. No hot dogs.
No. But Red's has them right down here.
If you want them.
That's right. And then you can go to Riley's and get a super nice salad. There's options.
You can get a great ahi tuna here, though.
Well, there you go.
Ahi tuna.
Ahi tuna salad. Yeah.
Look at that.
It's phenomenal.
All right.
Fresh made
Perfect.
dressing.
So we'll wrap up. We'll basically, I'll pull my truck around. I'll sleep in the bed, and then we'll just hang out all night.
11 o'clock. We'll be here.
You guys would be great just to have around for
Yeah,
conversation.
All right,
you guys
we'll come
should.
back.
We should have you just out there,
Right?
right?
Just put them out in the tents. There's
Yeah,
two tents.
just use us. They go. No, it's fine. I'll just sit in the corner awkwardly and just be like, "Hey, how you doing? How you doing?"
We have heaters out there.
Oh, okay, good.
And
Yeah,
that
we'll
is-
stick Derek outside. He's got the beard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Keep
well,
you warm.
we're working with the village right now to be able to keep our tents out. Last weekend, we had a great
People, this is the
great
thing.
weekend. out
Even
there.
through the craziness of this year, people want to celebrate small businesses, and we are so thankful for that. And they want to
Support.
have experiences, and so
Yeah.
the experience is a little chilly, but with heated tents.
We have heated tents.
Yeah,
Why is it
you're right.
chilly? They can bring their own blanket.
It's still Buffalo, and it's still 22 degrees outside.
But haven't you seen Buffalo people like in New York just wearing shorts in the blizzard?
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
Well,
I did
let's
that
be
go to
real.
school.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
let's be real. I mean, we're
Yeah.
all proud of the fact that we can handle
I know, we're
20 degrees.
disasters.
We're like, yeah, whatever. Like, bring it on.
But we also record our podcast in my garage, so I have 0 toes right now because they've all fallen off. But it's fine. We adapt to it. We're okay.
We need to get you a heater.
We have one. It doesn't
You know,
work
we can
very
do a GoFundMe. You have one?
Oh, go fun. Yeah.
We could do a GoFundMe.
No,
Page
we're not
for that.
doing a GoFundMe.
Well, you know
Get them
what?
some
Mambrino
heaters.
King family, they need a heater.
These guys need a heater, so
They need. Let's do this for them.
let's do it. And they can just go on our Facebook and tell us how much money.
All right, we'll edit
They
this
need-
out. It's fine.
Yeah, we'll take
Yeah. Don't edit it out. Come on.
No, we'll
Him and I
no,
will just
we'll help
work harder.
you.
No, him and I will work harder and we'll earn it.
Yeah,
It's fine. It's not a big
fine.
deal.
That's how we are.
Well, this is how we are, so I don't know why how you are trumps our how we
You know
are.
what warms you up? Wine warms you up. So we'll just have more wine together.
Just drink more wine.
There you go.
There you
You'll
go.
be all right.
Yeah.
And
Okay,
then
but
our
I'm
2
not,
hours.
I'm not cutting that
Yeah, our
out.
2 hours a day when we spend here socializing with all the guests, that'll warm us up too.
That's
Yeah.
right. Absolutely.
Yeah. We'll have fun.
She's like,
It's like, there's nothing wrong with letting people be a part of you.
I know.
No,
Well,
we appreciate it.
No, you
So anything else you guys want to add about the Mambrino King family?
If
Of course they do.
When is this gonna air? Is it gonna air soon?
I can tell you right on air. If you
We can
want.
talk.
Tell
we
me
can
on
talk
air
all
when this
day,
is,
but you
yeah.
can probably tell that, right? We could just do this forever.
Except for
Love
Luca.
it.
We have to tell
Forever. I
him
could
to
do this forever.
Yeah, you let us talk. You let us talk
This
forever.
player.
I believe January 15th.
All right, so you know what?
Then February. Oh,
Then
Valentine's.
these lovely Valentine's. I know
Yeah.
Valentine's will be doing a special dinner for Valentine's.
Okay.
Okay.
It'll be amazing. Likely Chef Marlita Stansberry will be doing it, and it'll be a special event here. So we're going to be excited about that. Luca will be coming up with some special drinks, I'm
Fantastic,
sure.
delicious.
Something for Valentine's?
Yeah, we'll do Valentine's Day specials for sure. Something fun.
Drinks?
I'm not sure
Some
what
kind
yet.
of drink, a chocolate covered strawberry,
Something
and
pink
some
and
kind
pretty
of
and flowery, and it'll be cool.
He's like, yes, there will be an alcoholic beverage served. Next question.
That's pretty. That's pretty. Because his garnishes. Have you seen? Did you look at our Instagram? His pictures
Yes.
of his
There's
drinks?
a lot happening. Absolutely.
They're beautiful. Your drinks are
It'll
beautiful.
Just like Luca. He's so cute.
You're very humble.
We love Luca.
You do a good job.
Oh,
You're very humble.
We
Appreciate
love
it.
him. Yeah, everyone loves Luca.
He's like, thanks. Can I go make another drink?
Thanks. I need a drink now. It's empty.
Yes.
You guys rock. Thank
Yeah,
you
you
so
do.
much.
Yeah,
for
well,
this.
thank you
for your
guys very
time.
much. It was
Thank
a good
you very
time.
much.
Come visit Mambrino King
Yes.
whenever they're open. Also, they are open 11 to 11 basically every day, right? You said? 11 to
give or
11.
take.
Well,
Yeah.
11
Sunday,
to 10.
Sunday is
10,
6.
yeah. 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock right now.
Yeah,
All right,
but
so basically
later,
they'll just kick you out when they want to.
Yeah.
Well, we
Yeah.
kind of do that, really, actually, don't we?
We do, yeah. Sometimes
Yeah.
we
I mean,
do.
Yeah, we don't. If there's people in here, I don't close down.
Oh, we tell
Unless
'em,
we have to.
And
Right.
then we'll say, you can hang out till we're finished cleaning up. That's
Yeah.
part of those people that we don't wait on right off.
Which that's also fair. I mean, at some point,
Yeah,
you
I
gotta
think
go
all
home.
businesses probably do
Yeah,
that.
you're fine. It's expected.
But if it's like
But
going
we'd
really
sleep
good
here
and
if we
people are
could.
enjoying themselves, we're not just
We're
gonna
not
shut
gonna-
it down.
no.
Right.
No.
We're not one of those places you've been here an hour and a half, you gotta go.
No.
Even if they're having coffee.
That's another. Can I just say this? We don't do reservations because we don't
We
want to
never know how long somebody's gonna stay.
Yeah. So I mean, like, we're happy to have you come. We'll make it work for you if you call us ahead of time. Like 3 minutes before you come. Yeah, we'll hold a table for you. But we're not doing long-term reservations because we want to have as many people in here as we can to experience Mambrino.
Yeah, and then you have to regulate everybody. Like,
It's just
you
too,
only have a half,
too
an
small
hour
of
and
a
half,
space
yeah.
to
Yeah.
be doing reservations.
Yeah.
It's,
Right.
we hold a table for how long ahead of time, and
We should probably edit all this out.
No, you're fine. Honestly,
Like the whole
Forget that part.
thing.
The whole interview.
This part. Can we start over? Yeah.
and we'll get a little bit of a wait, but it's not. So far, it's not been like a super long wait.
We just
so.
take their number and
Yeah.
We call
text
them. They walk down the street. We're like, hey, we're good for you.
yeah, like go shop.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
go support our friends down the road.
Yeah,
and then
we
do.
We'll be
And-
here.
yeah.
You know?
That's exactly what
That's very
happens. And people are like,
important.
yay, we have a seat now. Yeah, it works.
Yeah.
That's
Really, that's seriously what people do. Yay! We've been so excited.
What?
People get
Wait,
so...
when you call them? You
Yes,
tell them
they
we
get
have a-
so,
they
like
go,
literally, especially if it's a female.
What?
The guys don't. Guys are like, oh, good. Great. I'll tell my wife. I'll tell my wife.
Nobody
Right.
would tell me.
No, the girls are like, oh, yay, we have a seat. Girls, come on, we can go.
Well, yeah, a lot of women love to be here. And
Yeah.
if I was a single guy looking for a great girl, this is
Oh.
where I would be.
All right,
Yes.
You heard it here first, everybody. Come to Mambrino King.
We have the most beautiful women.
Most
Right?
beautiful women.
Yeah.
Because you had the most handsomest horse years ago.
Right.
Yeah, it all ties in.
The looks doesn't make you beautiful. Just, the whole
Like
package.
the whole package.
Correct.
Inside and outside.
Well, thank you guys so much for your time. We really appreciate it. We can wrap this up. I'm sure this conversation could go for like another 4 hours. But we can wrap this
We
up.
could do it for 4 hours.
We could.
Well, we can always come back and do another episode.
Come back. Come have a drink.
Yeah.
Yeah,
sounds good.
no,
Well,
let-
obviously,
yeah, oh, yeah,
I'm
that's what we
literally going to
should
be
do.
down the road tomorrow at work, so I'm just going to come in for a coffee and just get the shakes. So, no problem.
The shakes?
The caffeine shakes.
Oh,
Because I've had too
oh.
much coffee.
Okay, so it's not like you're an alcoholic or.
No, goodness. Gee, I mean, I'm Irish from South Buffalo, but not that. Listen, don't point out my empty glass. Wrap this up. See you later. Thanks for your time. Goodness. All right, take care, everybody.
Bye, guys.